based on the results and activity from the first week, there were a couple of questions on live events. And so I'm going to talk about live events. And then I'm also tonight going to talk about our closing percentage because a lot of you were able to expose some people and have a lot of these maybes like follow up with me later. I got to think about it. We talked a lot about that on Thursday. So if you did not catch that episode or you were not on here, please go back and watch Thursdays, which would have been, I believe, day 6. Um, and and we talked about how to close the sales. But I want to talk to you tonight before I get into live events about 2 very important factors in getting people to sign up on the spot. Okay. And if we're doing the work, we've got to be getting the results. Remember, I talked about this on Thursday, being results driven, not activity driven. So you need to be focused on getting results. So instead of saying, okay, Wes, I exposed these 10 people, you told me to expose them, nobody signed up, but I did what you said, I exposed them. This is not an activity business, right? It's a results business. And so obviously exposing 10 people, we need to be at a bare minimum signing up 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 10. And the better you get at this, the better you get at closing and getting the decisions on the spot and understanding that they have to make that decision at that time. We talked about why. And we talked about that in the Bahamas training. I've talked about it in sales training. But remember that these are the 2 questions that they have to answer in order to sign up. Okay. These are the 2 questions. So write these 2 things down. Can I do this? And will it work? If somebody's going to join, if somebody's going to sign up, they need to answer those 2 questions at a bare minimum, 1 of them with a yes, and ideally 2 of them with a yes. And so congrats, Buffalo. Buffalo won, just like I told everybody they would. So Buffalo won the big game tonight at home. So I know we've got some Buffalo fans on there. I don't think Walt is on here tonight, but there's a lot of Buffalo fans on our team. We have a big Bright Life group up there, so they're excited tonight. That's probably why they're not on right now, actually. And so can I do this and will it work? Lamar always folds. Lamar's a pretender. That's why he can win the MVP, but not win a Super Bowl. You're not going to see Lamar Jackson win a Super Bowl. You heard it here first. So there you go, Marcus. He is a pretender. He is not a contender. He's too I, me. You know, he's not a team player. Josh Allen is a team player. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, I mean, even Jaden Daniels. I mean, those guys are team players. Lamar just wants to have the stats and have the accolades. So that's my 2 cents on that. But so can I do this and will it work? So those are the 2 questions that you have to help them answer in order to get them to sign up. So if you're exposing people and you're getting them invited and they're showing up and you're exposing them, but they're not joining, they're not answering these 2 questions right. Okay. So can I do this and will it work? So the way that they answer those questions effectively when they think yes is they have to see proof of concept. Okay. So you have to make sure that you're showing them the entire video, you're showing them the entire presentation, and then also using third-party validation. So all of you should be using 3-ways and third-party validations, even if it's not somebody who has a rank or has a big achievement, but can just give them a testimonial about it being real. So have a good testimonial for the product, somebody that's booked a hotel. If you guys want to use me for 3-ways, all of you that are in this group, this is a very small VIP group. Use me for 3-ways. Text me. If I'm available, I will take your 3-way, okay, to help you sign them up. If they've already watched the video and you're looking for third-party validation, ideally you need to have somebody on your team, somebody that you're working with. They don't have to be on your team, just in the business. You could have somebody that's as hungry as you are, that's as motivated as you are, somebody that's got a good travel story, a good savings story, and then also that's had success with the business. You want to put them on the phone with somebody who can make it real, because here's the thing. Like we talked about before, you're not a prophet in your own town. So if you're inviting your list, and this list is your A list, and it's your board of directors, and they have influence over you, then you need to step outside of that and get somebody else who's a third party to make it more real, to make it believable, because it removes you from the selling equation and allows somebody else to give a testimonial. So I think that's one of the things that I've seen from a few of you who had success getting people on a Zoom or at a presentation, but not getting them signed up is number one, we've got to get better at getting the decisions made on the spot. But the other thing is you've got to be using third-party validation. You've got to be putting them on the phone with somebody who can make it real and remove yourself from the sales equation. Okay, so all of you, your assignment tonight is to get somebody on your team that can be a good savings testimonial and somebody that can be a business testimonial, somebody who's made some referrals, signed some people up, or had some success with Bright Life. And so your assignment for tonight is to have 2 testimonials of each kind available. So that means that you need to assign 2 people on your team to be able to be on standby to take your 3-way calls. So whether it's on your team or sideline or somebody else in the group, if you're looking for stories, go in the Facebook group and ask people. But you need to have 2 good savings testimonials and 2 good business testimonials. That gives you 4 possible 3-way calls when you finish a presentation, when you finish a Zoom, to get somebody onto a call. Because remember, they're asking themselves, can I do this? So can I do this? Will it work? Right? And so they're going through the entire process of how you invited them, how you expose them, and they're thinking, can I do what's being done to me right now? And the answer should be yes. If you're following the system, you're following the program, they're going to be able to do the same thing you did. So can I do this is a yes. And then will it work? All comes from proof. It's proof of concept. It's what we call social proof. So you need to show them proof of savings, proof of referrals, proof of a free membership. So find somebody that can give a testimonial that's got their 2 and free. Find somebody that has a local savings story, a travel savings story, a golf story. But you need to have 2 testimonials for product and 2 testimonials for business. And you need to have a genuine understanding with these people that when you call them or text them, they need to be watching for you. So that means that you need to give them a heads up. You can't just do a presentation and then call somebody and have them not expecting you to call and do a good 3-way, okay? You want to tee it up. You want to tell them, hey, I'm going to be meeting with so-and-so. Hey, I'm going to be doing this later. Can you be available for a 3-way? I need you to tell your savings story. I need you to tell your business story. So you need to plan this and prepare for when you're doing these exposures, because these people are asking themselves psychologically, can I do this and will it work? Okay, so tonight's assignment is to line up 2 people that can do a savings business testimonial, and then also 2 people who can do a pure business testimonial, 2 and free, had some success, made some referrals, earned residual income, earned travel dollars, to be able to talk about free travel. And so you need to have 2 for each, okay? And so you need to send those to me via email with their names and numbers of who your 4 people are. 2 product and 2 business testimonials, okay? Now, the last thing we're going to talk about tonight, and then I'm going to let you go early, is I want to talk about live events, because there were a few people that submitted their forms, and also you guys submitted your schedules last week on Thursday, and a lot of you did not have live events, okay? So let me clarify really quick one more time what a live event should be, and that means that it's a live presentation. It doesn't have to be somebody doing the presentation live, but you need to show a recording, but it needs to be a live event. It needs to be a happy hour. It needs to be at a restaurant. It needs to be a business mixer. It needs to be something in the evening from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. And in my book, I have an entire chapter, 2 chapters talking about this. And I have an entire video that you can go back and watch in the library on YouTube on events and how to do them, how to schedule them, where to do them, how to set them up, how to run them, how to do them afterwards. You know, I literally go through everything. So I'm not going to go through all of that again tonight. Okay. But I want to reiterate that part of this program is you need to be doing a live event in your market every week, just like we all are. Everybody's doing it. We're doing it in Dallas. They're doing it in Atlanta. They're doing it in Memphis. They're doing it in Maine. They're doing it in PA. I mean, everybody that's having success in the business is doing a live event. So whether it's at a pizzeria, whether it's at a Mexican food restaurant, whether it's an Italian restaurant, doesn't matter. Find a spot and do it. And you need to do it with just yourself. If it's just you, fine. It's just you and a guest, okay? And it could be a dinner, all right? But you need to start somewhere. So no excuses. So that is going to be our focus this week. And so the other assignment that I want from everybody tonight is how your live event went last week and what your live event is this week. So you're going to have 2-part assignment tonight. which is sending your 4 names and numbers for your 4 three-way call validation testimonials, and then also where you did your live event this last week, because not everybody's participating in the challenge, so I only got a few forms on Saturday, and then also where you're doing it this week. So time, date, location, okay? And then I want to know how it went. So put some notes in your homework tonight on how your live event, where you did it, what day, what time, how many people came, how did you do the presentation? Did you show it on a video? Did you show it on a TV? Did you show it on a laptop? Did you show it on an iPad? I want to dive in with you guys and get these weekly live events humming in all your different markets, okay? And if you have questions on this, let me know. Shoot me a message, ask me an email, okay? And I'll help you plan your live events if you need help or you have questions, but also go back and watch the video that's in the training library on live events. It says on there a description of each one of the trainings. It was several months ago, but it was an entire training on just how to run events, okay? And live events was a big part of that training. And so it was like a 45-minute training on just live events. And so I'm not going to go through all of that tonight for the sake of time. So homework tonight, 2 parts. Send your 4 testimonials. Send your live event from last week. I'll send your live event for this week. And then tomorrow night, we're going to dive back into our top 10 list and see how the progression is going, see how the closing is going, seeing how the sales are going, seeing how the exposures are going for this week. We also need to talk about lunches for the week. But the most important thing is the live meetings. All of you should be hosting a live event in your market. You should have all done one last week. All should be doing one this week. And so make sure you do your homework assignments and get those to me. All of the videos, by the way, that we've recorded and done are posted on my personal YouTube channel. So you can go catch up if you're just getting involved tonight, or if you just got involved yesterday. We did the training yesterday at 10 a.m., so we did not do the evening call. That one has been uploaded as well as day 7. So all of those videos are there. I'll upload this one when we're done. So if you missed anything or if you had to hop off, go back and finish watching those, because everything we're doing is building on itself, and we'll continue to do that tomorrow night as well. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Thank you guys so much for getting on here tonight. Thank you for those of you that are participating in the challenge. If you did not send me your challenge document to be signed, please make sure you do that no later than tonight. Or you'll be out on the challenge side of things. And so then you don't have to worry about turning it in each week, but you still should have me looking at it, and you should still be following along and doing all the work, even if you're not participating in the challenge. All right, guys, have a great Sunday night. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place.